Today has been about a number of reasons, really. The main reason is the opening of this action station, which actually the concept of maintaining and bringing these up to speed was developed about 11 years ago, but it's taken a real committed effort from ANSWER, from Cheshire East Council, from Wren as part funder, and a community group named Spark, to actually, all those things had to come to place to allow us to get the money for a start and get the community behind this project. I'd like to thank everybody that's come today in terms of residents, but also a lot of the organisations that are represented here today that have taken out their time out of their busy schedule. We've got Cheshire East Department, we've got the emergency services, we've got local groups and activities. They're going to want to show you kind of what's on the doorstep, really, and what services are available, free and accessible, a bit like this action station is on your doorstep. I won't blabber on too long because there's much more important people are going to say a little bit a bit after me, but enjoy the action station. This has very much been a community project. We want people to take pride in it. It's yours, it's free. The next step, or the next ambition for the group, is doing something with Pavilion. If you want to join the Spark group, it's not exclusive membership. You don't have to pay to join it. Very much championed by the local Park Tavern, and they meet on the first Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. in the Park Tavern, which is a great place for me to go for a meeting. Yeah, it's a bit different to council buildings, having it at 7 o'clock in a public house. Without further ado, I'll hand you over to our leader of the council, who's got a few things to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you for all you've done to make today happen. It's always good to see people celebrating community facilities, but it's particularly good today. Number one, the sun has come out, but to see the many people that have made this happen, and I'm looking straight at the vibrant t-shirts of with South Park on it. When I was last here, it was looking at the refurbishment of the pavilion and the manner in which that is used to help youngsters rehabilitate and have that purpose in life and move forward. So to come here today to be part of the official opening of this fantastic facility, I'm absolutely gutted. I've not got my trainers with me. I've got my tennis racket and I haven't been able to play for a week, so I'm definitely getting itchy feet. But to see the opportunity for youngsters to engage in sport, whether it be in the play area or the beginnings of tennis, and move on to the adults court, I'm in no doubt that as we celebrate the legacy of the Olympians and the number of residents of Cheshire East have been successful, it's only a matter of time before we have a Wimbledon champion from Macclesfield. I was in Queen's Park Crewe on Monday. I hadn't been there for a long time, probably not since my children were small. That park has been invested in by Cheshire East in the same way that Cheshire East is investing in all its parks, not least the very one we're in today, South Park. It's fundamental business for councils, in my opinion, to ensure that there is that space for families, for people from all walks of life to enjoy, to exercise, to enjoy that space and that mental well-being. And I thank everyone for their support in doing that. Now with me, I have a panel. I see many councillors that have come to celebrate this occasion, and I appreciate that. But to my left, I have Ken Edwards, who is very much involved with Wren and is known as a good citizen. Councillor Janet Jackson, a local councillor, and Paul Bates, who is the lead member with regard to community facilities and health and wellbeing. And I thought it would be nice for them to have a few words to say as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. It's delightful to be speaking to the citizens of Macclesfield as a good citizen myself. I think that's the first time I've had that accolade, particularly from Rachel, who I've had great pleasure with working in the past. But today I'm here representing Wren, and you'll think, well, what is Wren? It is a body that basically collects taxes, part of taxes that come from landfill. And of course, landfill is disappearing gradually, thank goodness. But nevertheless, some of those taxes are gathered together, and there is a committee that meets, and I'm a member of that committee, and we assess projects across Cheshire, Halton and Warrington, and then allocate them funds in accordance with some pretty, I won't go into the criteria, it's far too complicated. But Wren could not exist in the way it does and could not do the work it does without a fantastic amount of hard work and preparation by friends groups, and we've obviously got a friends group here for South Park, and I think I understand they've been associated with the professional preparation of the bid to Wren, and of course our expert Cheshire East members, I beg your pardon, officers who work extremely hard to help community groups make these bids. And of course, again, we are immensely delighted, and I'm really pleased today to come along and look at this fantastic resource that has been provided, partially funded by the organisation that I represent. So I'll thank you all for the amazing work that you've done in both putting forward the bid. I'm delighted that the bid was successful, and I'm really pleased, and I should be reporting back to Wren that it has been a contribution to an amazing resource to support leisure activities in South Park in Macclesfield. Thank you very much, and thank you, Rachel. I'm going to hand over to our local ward councillor and colleague, and I'm glad to say a friend, Councillor Janet Jackson. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you, Ken. Well, I'm just so pleased to see the work that's been done here in the park with the new action station. I was born in Macclesfield in a terraced house not far from here, so the park for me was my playground, and I've seen it with its ups and downs, how it's developed over the years, and we're now on and up again, and I think it's just brilliant that we've got this fantastic sports centre. And now the next project, of course, is the pavilion, and we've also got the lake that's been dredged out, and that I think will come back to its former glory over the next few months. And I'd just like to thank everyone that's worked so hard to complete the action station, and just, you know, all strength to elbow as we go forward with further projects for the park. And please come along and join Spark. I'm a member of Spark. I go to their meetings when I can. It's a great group. They're really hard working with projects for the park, supporting the park. So it's open to anybody. Come along to the Park Tavern on the first Tuesday of the month. That's an invitation from me. And thank you all.
I have to adjust this, sorry. It's great to see everybody here. I'd like to thank everybody who's put effort into making this what it is. The officers from Cheshire East, the members, the volunteers. It's an absolutely fabulous facility. And what I must say is, already I've got members of the public lobbying me for the next stage. I've got 3 young men, unfortunately one of them was a Manchester United supporter, but I'll work on that throughout the course of the day, who wants a 3G pitch. So I don't know how he found out that I'm responsible for pitches, but whoever it was, I'll speak to you later. But from here, it is a legacy. We like to go forward. We are going to produce future champions in Cheshire East. We've already done that with cycling. We are going to do it with other sports, as the leader has already suggested. So therefore, this is the perfect ground for them to start on. And once again, I'd like to thank everybody involved. I'd like to hand you back to the leader now, who will now declare the park open.